for something to be redeemed, it first must be lost. Many people in Africa have lost their hope, living in disease and poverty-stricken environments generation after generation. Redeeming Africa's Hope mission is to restore the land and hearts of Africa through ecological sanitation systems. The United Nations estimates 1.1 billion people need to gain access to an improved water source, and 1.6 billion people need to gain access to basic sanitation. Welcome to Kawangware, Kenya. Kawangware is located 15 kilometers outside the city of Nairobi, with a population of approximately 200,000 people, half of which are children under the age of 16. Kawangware is what's known as a slum. The residents in this area struggle to find clean water. The human body contains approximately 70% water. Water regulates body temperature, transports oxygen, and removes waste. In other words, water is life, and for people living in Kawangware, that life source is scarce. Usable water is not readily available, so people are forced to walk long distances to get to a water source. Once they are there, they have to purchase clean water, and most of the residents cannot afford to buy it. Instead, many people opt to go to nearby rivers to do their laundry, wash dishes, and bathe. A side effect of these practices is the spread of diseases, such as typhoid and cholera, which could lead to sickness or death. Water-related diseases are the most common cause of illness and death among people in developing countries. According to the World Health Organization, 1.6 million deaths per year are attributed to unsafe water, poor sanitation, and lack of hygiene. But this can be easily improved. One way Redeeming Africa's Hope desires to resolve the water problem is through the construction of water wells. RAH believes that by constructing several wells within the Kawangware slum, people will not have to travel far to fetch clean, affordable water, ultimately reducing the outbreak of waterborne illnesses. Additionally, people will not pollute the river and risk their health. Another major problem facing the residents of Kawangware are poor toilet facilities. For every 30 people, there is one toilet. The toilets are nothing but holes that are dug into the ground. Once they're filled up, they're either pumped or emptied out by a bucket and dumped into nearby rivers or over the land. Then the pits are filled with sand and abandoned. The waste is not properly being dealt with. It is just being relocated, and the land is still being contaminated. There is a better alternative, though. Redeeming Africa's Hope wants to introduce a system called Urinary Diversion toilets. These environmentally friendly UD toilets are constructed above ground, require no sewage or water, and are ideal for slum-like environments. Garbage is another problem in the slums that can be easily resolved. Kawangware is flooded with piles of trash. Much of the trash that covers the land can be reused or recycled. The trash creates a breeding ground for bacteria and disease, and is harmful to the residents and poisons the land. Our vision is to build recycling plants. The plants would educate the community on proper trash disposal and ultimately purify the land. So, what is hope for people living in Kawangware? Hope is having a brighter outlook for tomorrow and creating a better quality of life. Redeeming Africa's Hope seeks to give a hand up, not a handout, because those who've been taught to help can teach others to help as well. We are the change that we seek to see in this world. We are redeeming Africa's hope.
There is 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 hope. There is hope.
There is hope.
There is hope. There is hope. There is hope.
There is hope. There is hope.
There is hope.
There is hope for Kenya.